Well, I guess it's Papa Cowboy now.
Papa Cowboy.
What is life like for you as a dad, man? I know it's a life-changing experience. So what's it been like for you?
It's so cool, man. It's so cool. Just like laying in bed with him, holding him, and watching him laugh and giggle, and ready for him to be older. Lindsay's like, no, I want him to stay smiley. No, I'm ready for him to like come hunting and ride bikes, and so it's cool. It's a fatherhood's weird, man. It really is. It's crazy. Just like, wow, that's mine. We made that, right? It's cool.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, it's fun. You want them to walk and talk and all that, then they start doing it, and then you just want them to sit there and be quiet for a little bit, give you some private time. How's it affecting your training life, your professional life? I mean, obviously it's a great thing personally, but it takes a lot of time, right? Feeding and changing diapers and all that. So how's that impacting kind of your approach to your fighting career?
Lindsay handles it all, man. She's such a good mom, and people ask me, like, how does he sleep? I said, man, he sleeps through the whole night. And she's like, no, you sleep through the whole night. So it's, she's really good. Plus, everyone on my team, they all have kids, and so they're really good at grabbing him when he's crying and holding him. I mean, it's a team effort, man, for sure. It takes a village to raise a kid, right? That's how it is. It's cool. So
has he already kind of come with you to practices and stuff?
Oh yeah, I mean, it's in my backyard, so yeah, he comes out there and he's just cool to watch him, like seeing people hit pads and wrestle, and he's like so like alert and aware, like, wow, what's going on? I mean, it's cool.
No doubt. Talk about your personal life. I mean, has it changed that? I mean, you told that story earlier this year about being near death. I mean, that was a crazy story, and how you had kind of accepted it. I mean,
it's funny. I ran into a lot of people that have heard the story, and they're like, man, the whole time I'm like, did he make it out? And I'm like, well, yeah, I'm like telling the story. What are you talking about? So, but they're like, man, I feel like I was in there with you. But no, we're going down to Miami to the NASCAR race, and I'll dive the cave systems down there. Just yeah. Why? I mean, it was just a mistake, but it's not done.
So I just wondered if maybe the added responsibility of the child makes you think, oh, I gotta slow down on these cowboy ways.
Never. No way.
No doubt. Has it turned anything? I mean, I remember having a child. It's my kid's 6 now. It takes a while, but people sometimes say, "Oh, it changed everything for me. I got new motivation. I'm answering for somebody else. I'm providing for somebody else." I mean, did it do any of that for you? Or
no, I don't feel like I'm fighting for another reason. No, none of that shit, man. I think that's just things people say. Just I don't know. Not me.
Yeah.
Life's still wild for me.
No doubt. Let's talk about the fighting career, man. 5 months ago, you were sick, man. You said straight up, almost got on the phone and pulled out. Any regrets now that you didn't? I mean, I know Cowboy does what Cowboy does, but knowing that you took the L that day, I mean, any thoughts that, man, you know what, I shouldn't have gone into work that day?
No, never. Absolutely not. It's what I do, man. We're talking about the fights that are happening on this card, people coming and being sick, not making it, and it's what you do. You gotta remember, it's so much more than just me fighting. It's the families and the friends and all the people that have come here to show up and bought tickets and road trip to come to even watch me, not even the people that are in my corner, that I directly impact, right? So for me to take not going and getting paid is a big deal for a lot of people, right? And so it's kind of a responsibility. Like, we're a showman first. Like, we need to go out there and we need to entertain, and we need to do it. Winning or losing is just a byproduct of performing well. So whether we go out there and win, I mean, there's always a win and a loss, right? So it's like, if I look back, like, well, I shouldn't have taken a lot of my fights, but who cares? This is who I am, man. So I'll always fight, man. I love it. It's what I do.
What would it take? I mean, is there a limit? I mean, we talk about, like, is it a broken bone or something? I mean, what would it take for Cowboy to say, look, man, I know I signed the contract, but I absolutely cannot show up?
Man, I'd say hospitalized, but that's not true, because the Jeremy Stevens fight, I was in the hospital, man, 3 or 4 days before that fight. Literally, I didn't have to cut weight because I was on a feeding tube, right? And no one knows that, of course. I mean, that was the first time I ever talked about it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Jeremy Stevens fight, I was in the hospital. All the surgery I had on my stomach from the accident, I rolled my intestines, and kind of like colicking, like a horse colics. And so the doctor was like, well, we can go in and do surgery, but surgery is going to make more scar tissue, or we can fill you full of water and hopefully it unspins like a hose. Let me tell you what a crazy feeling that is when they fill your body full of water and it's like, wah! And then about 20 seconds later, you just shit your brains out. Dumb and Dumber. What?
That's crazy.
But yeah, so I mean, I got that, but I was just in there. They had to keep me and make sure everything was good, and wasn't eating because my stomach was rolled. I couldn't put any food in, right? So man, I was like 153 for that fight. I think I just literally got it. Yeah, it was cake. I was on a feeding tube, like whatever IV shake they give you. But so yeah, and all my coaches and corners, like we're not you're gonna be too weak. Like you can't. Oh, come on, let's go fight.
That's crazy. Fight week.
Fight week.
Laid up in the hospital.
Laid up. I was walking around, but yeah.
Let's talk about this fight, man. Being in Denver, is it automatic when the UFC comes to Denver? I mean, do you have to tell anybody, put me on that card, or do they just know, like, we're putting Cowboy on there?
Yeah, I'd hope so, man. Especially, I mean, this is so cool for the 25th anniversary. Like, home. I'm honored to be on this card. So I'm so excited, man. Blow the roof off this place. You know, it's gonna be unbelievable.
I was gonna ask you. I mean, you don't seem necessarily like the sentimental type, but I mean, it's cool. You got the old logos on the poster.
Right?
You know what I mean? It's like, so this 25th anniversary, does it mean something to you?
Not anything more. I mean, it's just cool to be a part of it, I guess you should say. Nothing more added to the plate for me, but man, being the winningest fighter in UFC history on the anniversary, I mean, what a cool legacy.
That is pretty cool. So
yeah,
that mark means something to you.
Sure, that's cool. I mean, and it's just going to continue to grow. Like I'm not like hanging it up after this by any means. So yeah, I plan on setting that so far that these little kids come like, man, I want to catch that. Like, nah, little fucker, settle down. Cowboy's still working here.
Talk about this matchup with Mike Perry, man. I mean, when you guys faced off, y'all were cordial, right?
Sure, still cordial.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. I mean, it seems like y'all are cool, but it seems like he's kind of the center of all this stuff that happened. I mean, is it personal? Because in some ways it feels
I have nothing against Perry. Like, I don't have, there's nothing like, fuck you. I mean, he's just doing what a fighter would do, going to the gym. It's the rest of it that is bullshit to me. But it's okay. Yeah, Perry, I mean, the thing that sucks now is he knows all the traits. Like, he knows he's going to try and be shitty towards me to get in my head, to get me to fight angry. But those years are way fucking gone on me, man. So he can try. I'm just going to laugh and shake his hand and go do what I do. So, but no hard feelings against Perry at all. He's just doing what he's like any fighter would do that is looking for a new camp, and he's there, and he just fell victim to circumstances, man.
But you don't feel like, I don't know, like, I mean, he came in and they picked him, and I got for like a breakup with a girlfriend or something. You know, they picked that guy instead of me.
I wish it came down to that, but it came down to the money. Like, Michael John's solely about the money, and it's shitty to say that, and it is what it is. But we're not even gonna give that conversation any more effort. But yeah, Perry, no hard feelings with him. He's a fucking brawler. It's gonna be fun.
You think you and Wink can't ever make up?
No, absolutely not. No, no, because I talked to Wink as a man, face to face, and everything was fine. I explained to him. He's like, "Oh, I thought you called Perry out and blah blah blah," and I was like, "No, he was actually the other way around. He wanted to fight me." And face to face, I sat down in his office. We talked. Next morning, he calls me on the phone like, "Well, I thought about it, and you know, not taking Perry means I don't get paid." And I was like, "You don't get paid? What are you talking about?" Like, on the phone, he called me like a fucking girl. And he's like, "So we're gonna go ahead and go with him." And I said, "Yep, you just drew the line in the sand, man. If I catch you again, motherfucker, I'll see you." So he did that, and that's whatever on his side. And again, it has nothing to do with Perry. He's just the guy that's there trying to make a name for himself, right? So he's gonna do what he's gonna do. He's gonna go train, and of course he has to use the coaches, and that's that, you know. Yeah.
How do you feel like your training's going? I mean, I know you got the sweet facility that you've built out there. I mean, I know it's kind of a long drive from your ranch into Albuquerque. You don't have to make that anymore. So, I mean, I don't know. Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Because obviously you leave a world-class gym like that, people go, "Man, this Cowboy's still getting the looks he needs to get."
Oh, I think we had better than the looks. As soon as the Jackson Wink thing, I shouldn't even say Jackson because he has nothing to do with it. The Wink side went, you wouldn't believe it, my phone rang off the hook of people wanting to reach out and help out, and all my old training partners came. Man, we had, I mean, Yair came up. We had Chalito out there, so he's getting ready for the zombie. And Ray Borg was out there training, you know, Landon coming up all the time. It's fun, man. I love the ranch. It's so cool to have that much energy, and it was bumping. We had every bunk filled, people every night. It's just fun. The energy, because everyone going for the same goal, right? Like, there's no bad blood, no one kind of doing their own thing. Everyone's all going, we're all going for the same goal. So it's good energy, sitting in the sauna, bullshitting, playing, shooting, riding mountain bikes, like you name it. We do it as a group, and it's fun.
That's cool. Yeah. You think when your fighting days are over, the ranch stays and you keep welcoming people out there?
Man, I don't know, because I'm not a good teacher. I don't enjoy teaching. So I'm going to have to just sell it to some like Mormon family or something. Someone that has 27 wives and can house. I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know, I don't know, but I still have. I mean, I feel good. I mean, I want to say 5 more years. I mean, who knows? Shit, Chuck and Tito are still going. So Anderson's still going. I feel like I'm good, man. I'm happy. I love what I do.
Because some people would, they'll look at just the results. They look at the record and they say, maybe he's nearing the end. But, I mean, you've been against the top guys in the world, right? So, I mean, do you feel like, no, I'm still good? Yeah,
it's like when a name comes, like the Astron guy coming in, I'll fight him. When they slide a name across me, it's never a win. It's always a who for me. Like I just need, or I mean, it's never. I just need the date. I don't care the name. So doesn't matter. I love fighting competitions. Like I said, someone always wins or loses. I've had the bad end of the stick the last couple fights, but hey, that's what I get for leaving and going to decisions and not fighting my potential. And really, what it comes down to, one of my friends said to me, Cowboy, it's hard. To be hungry when you're full, and God damn it, he hit me in the heart with a dagger, and I was like, you know what? You're fucking right, man. It's these young kids that I keep fighting are hungry motherfuckers. They need to make a name for themselves. I've already made a name. So sometimes I go out there and I'm real lax, and I'm training half-assed, and some days I'm like, nah, and I got a lot going on, so yeah, fuck, who knows? But am I at the end? Hell fucking no. That's not even like in my mind, train of thought. But so we've revamped shit and just, I shouldn't say I got my fire back because it didn't go anywhere. But I mean, training's good. We had a lot of fun this camp.
Well, it's interesting because I was going to ask you what drives you. Because I mean, your whole career was always, I want to be the guy that everybody has to watch fight. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's what you've always said.
I still think I'm that guy.
No, you've done that. That's what I'm saying. I mean, you are must-see TV, right?
That's what I want. I mean, that's what I want to be. I want to be the guy. Cowboys fighting, pull it over. I don't care where we are. I got to buy Fight Pass. I got to figure out how we're watching it. I got to watch this guy fight because win, lose, or draw, he fucking goes out there and burns it down. And that's all I want to be, man. I want to be that guy, the must-see Cowboy. And I think I've done that. And like I said, I don't feel like I'm going anywhere. Like the UFC's not gonna be like, oh, you lose, you're fucking fired.
I agree.
So I'm going to keep fighting, man. This is what I fucking love to do. Like, there's no other place in the world I would rather be than Saturday night. Like, it's a sickness, right? Like, you hit me, like, yeah, I love it. Like, my last fight, he kneed me, and I started bleeding down my face and tasted blood, and, bro, I was like, just smiled like, hell yes, right? Like it's like a sickness in my mind, and so I love it.
Do you still get the nerves before the fight?
Oh, fuck yeah, nerves, crazy nerves. Nerves, driving up in the RV, nerves, sitting here talking to you, nerves. Like it doesn't ever go away. And Saturday night, we're gonna pull our RV down in the Pepsi Center, and I'm gonna be sitting in there, shaking like a bird shitting a peach seed, man. And I'm gonna be watching the fights, and I'm gonna be acting like I'm cool, but I'm not cool. And yeah, it's fucking scary shit, man. It's millions of people watching your every move. And then you got to worry about if you do something wrong. All the people that have sit on their couch and talk shit. Like, God damn it, social media gave so many people a voice.
So true.
And it hurts.
Yep.
It's painful.
I agree.
I don't know how these kids take it at school and stuff. I mean, some girl does something wrong and some stupid kid says something, it's got to burn them. It burns me. I'm like a grown-ass man. I'm like, ooh, that would hurt. That would hurt. Damn. Got me. You know what I mean?
That's funny. I know you're not a tape study guy, but you've seen Mike Perry in person, right?
Sure.
I mean, I don't think you guys spend a lot of time together, right?
No, we only have a couple training sessions, but yeah.
What do you see? I mean, is there anything that you could take from that you break down? I mean, are you bringing anything to this fight specifically because you have seen Mike Perry?
No, it's just the same old Cowboy can go in there and fight. If he wants to wrestle, we're going to wrestle. If he wants to go to the ground, we're going to the ground. I have a feeling Perry's going to want to stand in the middle and fucking throw down. So, hey, let's go do it. Yeah, I mean, he's just a brawler, man. He's just an old school, well, not even old school, he's a new school, but he just has that, like, thug, in-your-face mentality. Good, stylistic is perfect for me.
Stand in the middle in your hometown and
let's go.
Throw down.
Yeah, what's the worst going to happen? Get knocked out? Fuck, who cares? Let's go. One of us is going to put on a show. Let's go, motherfucker. Yeah.
You've had some great performances here, too, though, man. Is there something special in the air when you're here?
I just love it, man. It's home. It's home, man. The crowd's going to be going nuts.
No doubt, no doubt. Well, you pick up a win here. This is a big stage, man. This is a big card. This is a big fight. You talk about maybe 5 years. I mean, what are the goals? What do you want to accomplish before you hang it up? I mean, is there a number of fights? Is there people? Is there a number of money you want to put in the bank? I mean, what is it before you do?
This is my last fight at 170. This is it. Going back to 55.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go get the belt. It's time. It's time. It's the last thing I got to do. It's time. I used to always talk about not chasing it because I didn't care, but now I can see the end of the path, right? It's time. Time to go back to 155 where I belong And like shit, right now I'm fucking 78, 80 pounds, 10 pounds off, easy. 55 sucks, man. It's a hard cut. I wish I had a 65 class, but yeah, this is my last fight at 70, and I just signed a new fucking deal, and going to 55 and getting that belt.